That narcissistic, abusive, manipulative, gaslighting, unfaithful, trashy ex thought that they had you on lock. They thought they won. They thought that they had you defeated. They thought that you were a reprobate like them, impossible of growth, impossible of self-reflection, impossible of real empathy, and able to feel someone else's emotions and feelings, unable to care. Yeah, they can fake it. They thought you were like them. So traumatized, so bound in pleasing them that you would never awaken and choose yourself. Boy, were they wrong. They made the best mistake ever by messing with you because they did not know the level of covering that you have over your life, that's over your lineage, and that the war between your ancestors and their ancestors was unseen. They thought that they could always count on your kindness. They took your kindness for weakness. Thought that you were stupid because you were trying to communicate. Because you saw their pain. You saw through the mask. But you yourself, wanting the validation, wanting the love, wanting the effort return, got lost in pleasing them. They always trust and believe. They always saw your light. And when it got too much for them to be able to control, they had to start the humiliation tactics, the smear campaign, the making you look small, the trying to make you look crazy, diminishing your self-esteem and your self-worth, cheating. All of these things to attack you and your self-esteem, putting you back into that pleasing cycle. Oh, but you woke up, honey, because you don't have that reprobate mind like they do. See, during this whole time, you were still seeking God, knowing that something wasn't right. You were still trying to chase your purpose. This person tried their hardest to slow you down, to keep you from seeing all the good qualities about yourself, because that kept them in a higher position. That kept them looking like the more believable person when they smeared your name in these streets. Touch not God's anointed. Best believe, even if it's not in the near future, they will pay for how they've treated you, for how they've played with your mind, your heart, your time, your effort, your compassion that you showed. God don't play about you. And you're about to find out just what level of protection that you have. See, God may have allowed you to meet this narcissist. See, Satan thought this would end you. But God knew. God knew that you had the strength you would overcome, and that this would be the catalyst to awaken your spirit and get you to where you need to be. I don't know if you're stuck in misery, depression, crying, asking yourself why, still loving this narcissist, still in disbelief. But once you free yourself and do so completely, God is going to lead the way. And you're going to be right back on track where you were supposed to be, as if that narcissist never entered your life. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. But what I am saying is, if you put forth the effort, it will be worth it. Your renewal, the feeling whole again, your happiness, having vision again, having that direct communication and deep relationship with God. That's what you stand to gain. So yeah, that narcissist thought that they had you temporarily, and you might even be down bad emotionally, physically, whatever the situation may be. That's for a season. That's for a moment. You will rise again. And no one gets away with treating you with disrespect, like you don't matter, taking your kindness for weakness and your time for granted. It may seem like they won, but watch. I am a woman who has seen, even when I didn't want to see the narcissist suffer, I witnessed some of the punishing of these narcissists be so bad that I couldn't help but have compassion for the narcissist, honey. I couldn't help but feel bad. But there was a part of me, I ain't gonna lie. There was a part of me that felt satisfied in knowing that they didn't get away with it. They didn't get away with being able to avoid me the whole time, never being accountable. See, that's the tool that the narcissist uses to keep you hanging on, to keep you wanting to seek closure, keep that cycle of chasing going on. Yeah, I mentally battled with that. The feeling like you needed the closure, and they continue to be unaccountable, hurting you, crushing you even more. When I tell you, God is not going to let them get away with that. It may seem so temporarily, but honey, when a whole cycle, when years go by, when seasons change, when it's time for you to reap whatever it is that you have sown, you cannot escape the cards that you have dealt for yourself. So I want you to keep your head up. I want you to stay focused on you. And if you have children, your family, keeping them safe, keeping their minds protected, keeping them active, keeping the conversation open about what you're experiencing so that they can process. Whatever you do, do not go back, because they counted on you to be like them, to have that reprobate mind, because they know the fate that they've sealed for themselves. Anyone who refuses self-reflection chooses to manipulate, to lie, to play with good-hearted, honest people. Anyone who chooses that has made a covenant with Satan. And anyone who has made a covenant with Satan does not allow room for growth or prospering in your life. You must let go completely. Have faith. Stay strong, stay motivated, and keep that mind occupied. An idle mind is the devil's playground. If you start to think about that narcissist, think about something else. Think about a future goal. Tell yourself an affirmation about yourself, how beautiful you are, how proud you are of yourself, how much you've grown, how much you've overcome. You must feed yourself positivity to keep healing, to keep yourself free, and to keep on the path of growth. I feel like I was all over the place, but Spirit took over for a minute, and I know that message is for someone. My name is Latasha. Thank you for listening. This is Clara's Revival. I am passionate about uplifting, encouraging, and empowering women. My specialty is educating survivors of domestic abuse and sex trauma. As a survivor myself, it has taken me many years of therapy, years of shadow work, working on myself, building my relationship with God to unlearn the toxic habits when abuse has been a part of your life for so long. If you need to learn that, if you need to revive your spirit, if you need to learn how to set boundaries, foster your self-esteem, this is your channel for you. I love you, family. I will talk to you soon. For individual coaching, you can go to my website, clarasrevival.com. All new clients get a free 45-minute clarity session. If you have any questions or concerns, you need to reach out. You're nervous, email me, mycoach@clarasrevival.com. Family, I love you, and I will talk to you soon. I hope that this has been helpful for someone.